Yo, yo, yo. It's like a little heater. I need to get me a little heater for my dog. She loves
You just gotta be careful, that gets hot. Now.
Oh, I know. She loves it. She had one and it blew up last year. We used it.
I like the wood.
I like the one that has a little fire look to it. What up? What up, homies? Ooh. We did not like that squeal noise. That was rough. Yo, 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 yo. Emergency water. Came in handy last week. What up, what up, what up, what up, what is up? Turn this down a little bit. Get ready to do a little show here. Get ready to do a little show here. A little recap show for everybody. Did I seriously turn it up? Oh, hell, I hit the wrong fucking button. I hit the wrong damn button. There we go. I'm so tired of hearing about Joe Burrow's calf. Get off of it, boys. It's over. Joe Burrow's fine.
Burrow's fine.
Joe Burrow's fine. You know, I seen. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you know, I seen like all these people were so excited. They kept showing the one dude on the NFL channel that picked the Bengals to win this week, and I'm like, we both picked Cincinnati to win this week. What up?
I mean, why wouldn't you, right?
What up? What up? What up? Hey, listen, that's what I said.
Joey's healthy. We knew it was going to happen.
What up, Neil? Neil, I'm eating this wonderful Twix this morning. It's Halloween. It's Halloween. I'm hungry. I just got out of bed.
We figured we'd throw one together.
I haven't showered. I literally got out of bed. I just did my notes. It might be a bad show. It might be a good show.
It's not going to be a bad show.
It's never a bad show.
It's not going to be a bad show.
It's never a bad show. Listen, are we live on the talk?
We are live on the top.
Live on the talk? I can't eat that.
Too much in the morning.
Too much in my mouth, man.
That's what she said.
Too much in my fucking mouth. I can't eat that.
That's what she said.
I can't eat that early. I gotta get that down.
Got to get that down. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get everything shared here real quick.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Thanks for that. Braylon, thanks for giving the like here. Join us, bro.
Listen. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are we ready? Breaking news. We're going to talk a lot about football today, but breaking news. Yo, 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 morning to the sports world. Adam Smith says.
Yo, yo, yo.
Breaking news. If you have not seen, I didn't see it. The first thing I seen this morning was Real and Raw Sports posted that James Harden was traded last night. Wow.
Late hours of the night.
While you were sleeping, James was in the strip club making it fucking rain. And he got fucking dealt. And I'm intrigued by it. Neil Crabtree says, shit, truck Harden. I'm intrigued by it, man. I like James. James totally changed his game last year with Philly. He became a much more passer. And now you got James Russell, which Russell's not as good as he was, but he's still solid. Kawhi and Paul George. That's intriguing to me. I mean, I'm interested to see how this is going to work. What do you think?
Who got the better deal?
Well,
I mean, right now, it's always any league you're looking at, NFL, MLB, NBA. It's who's gonna be better now. I mean, I know you got some draft picks, but
I don't know what happened to our TV.
I mean, who do you think got the better deal?
Well, listen. To me, I thought it was crazy that the Sixers didn't want him. I mean, I understand that he's got issues with the GM and everything, but James Harden's still the I love Maxey. Don't get me wrong, I love Tyrese Maxey. I think he's going to be a superstar in the league. But I don't know how you're better
Come on, Rio.
I don't know if you're better team-wise without James Harden. And James Harden likes his teammates. He showed up to get on the plane to go with them. And they said, whoa, you're not cleared to come.
The bearded chicken already on with us.
Bearded chicken.
He said he thinks it was a decent deal for both teams.
It was a decent deal for both teams because Philly didn't want him and they got rid of him. And you know what? I like PJ Tucker also going to the Clippers. PJ Tucker is
You got rid of two good players.
he will knock down a corner three and he will play some defense. So I like the deal for the Clippers and I'm intrigued. I don't know if they're going to beat Denver.
Probably not.
I don't know if that's going to make them beat Denver. I don't know if anybody can beat Denver. Denver's fucking loaded, man, just playing great. Fucking Joker's the best player in the world. It's simple as that. But I thought it was solid. I'm intrigued. Like I said, Kawhi, Paul George, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook. That's
a good team.
I want to watch that.
That's a good team. If they can put everything together, I think they'll be all right.
Well, it's also you got to look at the fucking health and load management. We all know Kawhi loves load management.
The Lions coming this weekend. Get ready, Eagles fans. Well, Brian, we don't play the Lions.
Yeah, I was going to say Philly plays Dallas this week.
But I mean, you're winning games. I mean,
Maybe that's what he means. Maybe
yeah.
that's mean record wise.
Yeah, I mean they are. They're good. Lions are good, man.
Yeah, Lions are playing well.
You think Kawhi cares about a ring? He's literally the laziest player.
I agree.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Give us a follow if you ain't a friend on here. We're trying to hit 2,000. We're close.
I totally agree with that, man. Kawhi was a baller. Kawhi was a fucking baller, and he still is when he can play, but that's the thing. He's just so worried about his load management. Gotta fucking set out this game. I was mad Kyrie set out last night. I'd seen something about foot injury, but whatever. We'll stick with the NBA real quick. There are only, which they've only played like 4 games apiece. There's only 3 teams in the NBA that have not lost a game yet.
That's crazy to think.
Boston Celtics. I love the unicorn. Porzingis with Tatum and Brown. I love that team.
Little fit.
I love that team. Drew Holiday, Derek Martin playing ball, and I love Boston. The champs, the Denver Nuggets. The Joker is just like I said. He's just unreal. And you know who that other team is?
Who is it?
Luka Magic. And the fucking Mavs. My Mavs.
Your Mavs.
Luka, another fucking gem last night. 35, 12, and 12. He's so fucking good, man. And you know what? I'm not looking ahead or anything. Friday night, Nuggets Mavs. Ooh. I'm ready. Nuggets are going to beat their... The Mavs play 0 fucking defense at all. None.
It'll be hard to guard it, big dude.
They played 0 defense. Mavericks still play no defense.
You just got outscored.
The Mavs, all the Mavs do is shoot threes. They set a franchise record for threes attempted in the first half last night. All the Mavericks do is shoot threes. And we didn't even have Kyrie playing last night. Like I said, he sit last night. So, but yeah, only 3 teams have not lost a game yet.
We'll get to you in a minute, Logan.
What's up?
He's asking if Georgia wins Saturday, would they clinch a ticket to Atlanta, the SEC championship?
I think.
I'm not sure the rest of their schedule out. I mean, obviously it's going to depend on who they play.
I haven't looked, but I believe it should be pretty fucking close, if not.
Brian says the Cowboys only getting 2.5, should be getting 5. Las Vegas, always stick it to Cowboys fan.
Well, I'm intrigued. I'm ready for that game. I'm excited for that game.
I mean, I think it should be split.
I think it's going to be, well, Philly's going to be favored, obviously, I think. But Dallas, I think it's going to be a great game. Dallas, Philly this week, I think.
Hey, Matt, fly, Eagles fly, baby. Missouri, Ole Miss,
be good.
Tennessee, and Georgia Tech.
Well, yeah, they should then if they win this week. What do you want to do? You want me to talk about the 3 games this week to watch in college football, or do you want to get into the King?
Go Birds, Matt. Hey, Matt, give us a follow. We'll talk about the 3 college games real quick.
3 college games on the schedule this week to watch, in my opinion. I'm sure, like I said, there's more.
Hey, I hope so, bro.
I'm a Knowles fan. Obviously, I'm going to be glued to the TV at 3:30 watching us play Pitt. I really want to fucking take off and go to Heinz Field. I'm sure I can't say Acrisure Stadium. It's Heinz Field. I really want to take off and go to Acrisure Stadium and watch Florida State and Pitt, but I'm probably not going to.
We're done. Shut it off.
What do you say?
Dusty Burns. OSU and Rutgers going to be close.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's it, Buckeye fans. We're done for the day.
Buckeye fans worried about Rutgers.
Worried about Rutgers.
That tells you what kind of state the quarterback play is in Columbus. But there's 3 games for you to watch this week that I think are good games between ranked teams. And that's number 1. Guy just brought it up. Georgia, number 1 Georgia, number 14 Missouri. Missouri's only lost 1 game this year. Do we give Missouri any chance at all to hang with Georgia? 1 loss all year.
You know what? We've been saying, yeah. You know what I mean? We've been saying, man, they ain't got Brock. And
I said last year Florida.
quarterback.
I said last week Florida would win, and they got rolled.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I think Georgia's going to beat them.
Georgia's going.
Georgia's gonna beat 'em.
I got Georgia rolling.
Georgia is just a complete team in the trenches. You know what I mean? It starts in the trenches, and they're well coached. It's not.
They're just loaded.
They're
They got
just not
dogs.
making stupid discipline
They're
plays.
just loaded with dogs
They are.
everywhere. Up and down the rosters, dogs. The Bulldogs are loaded with dogs. Second game of the day to watch. I think this is going to be fun because both these teams are still creeping. LSU number 13, number 8,
Thanks, Matt.
number 8 Alabama. That's a good one.
That's going to be a good one.
That's a good one.
This is going to show Alabama. This is Alabama's shot to say, hey, we still deserve to be in. You know what I mean? It is. I think this is their. And I don't think they deserve to be in because they're not that good of a team.
I don't
But
either.
and they could lose this game. But I just think that this is the game that if Alabama believes it, that they have to show it here.
I agree.
We come into play. I know you are, Rio. You guys always come to play.
Rio Roman, love you.
I don't love you.
I'm going with
I have Bama rolling LSU.
I'm going LSU.
Woo!
I'm going Jaden Daniels and that.
You're right, Jason.
I'm
rolling LSU.
I'm going against Jason. I'm going to pick LSU, but it wouldn't surprise me if Bama wins. I'm going Jaden Daniels being the better quarterback.
He is the better quarterback.
Balling, man.
He is the better
He's
quarterback.
balling. I'm going with LSU to beat Bama.
Jason's a Bama hater also. Hey, Jason, we appreciate you hanging in. Give us a follow, bro. Like this thing.
He's a Bama hater.
He's a Bama hater, but he thinks Bama's winning.
That happens.
Sometimes.
Hey, listen, I hate Cincinnati.
that.
I hate Cincinnati Bengals. Who picked them to win last
Hey,
week?
y'all got Chiefs or Dolphins? They play this week?
They play 9:30 Sunday morning
goodness.
in Germany.
We watching that?
Yeah, we're live watching that. And that game we might not be able to bail on.
We ain't bound on. I'll just do mine.
Steelers don't they play Thursday night. And Eagles don't play till 4. So we can watch all of that game.
Yeah, we can watch that whole game.
We can watch that whole game.
And if we're
going to be here live watching.
we'll go live on mine.
Yeah, we can do that. Lane's got the Chiefs rebounding. I'm not making a pick yet. You got to wait for Sunday morning for that.
Yeah, we can't.
You got to do. You
guys can talk about it.
We got to. Yeah, you guys can talk about it all you want. But we can't make a pick because we got to do that on our Sunday show. But I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a good
still
game.
Here, so
trade deadline today.
So let's wait on that.
Trade deadline.
Something's going to happen
today.
Something's going to happen.
And listen.
Yeah, we're not going to talk to you, Jason.
If anything happens,
we're not talking to Jason. He's a Cowboys fan.
I love DeJounte Murray. But I'm going to say one. I got DeJounte Murray or Trey Young. One of them two is getting traded this season.
Woo!
Calling it. I'm not a believer of the Hawks. I think one of them guys. That's a Woj bomb. NBA.
Brian drinks at 9:30. Going to be a rough day.
Hey, drink it up. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. Lane Bennell says the Chiefs rebound this week. Listen, and I don't know. We'll get into that.
Look at your boy Sophia. Can we trade McDumbass and Jimmy G for Nathan Peterman?
We're going to get to Jimmy G here in a little bit.
He's good.
Listen, though, Jeffrey's got to do some jobs today. I ain't going to do nothing today but get ready to pass out candy at Trick or Treat tonight. Also have to sample a lot of candy today, make sure it's healthy. But if anything goes down, I will be on it. I will be jumping on here, and we will be talking about what happens.
If it's something crazy, I better expect a phone call.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. But, yeah, so I think something – I didn't think something's going to happen, but today now I feel something's going to happen today. What's that say? I can't read it.
Nah, the Raiders may have to do some talking with Devontae Adams for him to even show up today. Yeah, he's not. He's not showing up in the.
And listen, I ain't going to
And
totally.
Josh Jacobs might not either.
I ain't going to totally shit on because Devontae had that one drop and hit him right in the fucking hands, but that was just one ball.
You can't catch all.
Like at the end of the game, the double move on the corner, and he had that motherfucker burnt by what 15 yards, and Jimmy laid it 10 yards in front of him. That's a touchdown, man. That's
a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. You can't miss that. A couple weeks ago, when Herbie missed one of those wide open, people crucified him. You can't miss that in the NFL. You got a guy wide open by 20 yards, you can't miss that. And Jimmy G can't. Jimmy G couldn't hit me. Is it rude to not pass out candy if you live in town? No, it's not. Turn off your lights. Just watch TV. Don't answer the door.
No, you stay on that real quick and hold up TikTok. We'll answer questions. I seen something funny. If you're not rude to pass out or whatever, I seen this guy. He left the chair, and then in the chair he put a note on the chair. It said like, "Sorry, I'm not here to pass out candy. Take what you want. It's a big old bucket. Take what you want. But if your mom's single and she's hot, leave her number in the bucket." You
That's
know what
funny. I
That's
like
a
that.
win-win.
Lane, try that.
That's a win-win.
Lane Bennell, try that. Put that on your door. I like that. That's a good idea.
And if
I want to eat this Twix so bad, but it's too
out there
caramely.
in his reffing outfit. and
I
hand
think
out
that's a
candy.
good idea. Rain. Lane, Lane,
Make
put
it
the
rain.
referee outfit on and get set out there and pass out candy. But no, it's not rude to not pass out candy.
Sophia, the only way Adams and Jacob stays in McDaniels and Jimmy is gone, and I can't blame him.
I don't get it. Let's decide. I don't want to jump too far ahead. Oh, and let's get back into our college game. Our last college game to watch. 24 USC, number 5 Washington. Washington holding on to them playoff hopes. How we feeling about that? They better turn the fucking scoreboard up on that one. Get ready.
This one's, but here we go again. We're going to talk about it. Should be a 50-50 game,
And it'll be fucking 14 to 3.
But it should be. It should be a 40-some to 40-some scoring game.
I don't think this is a low scoring game, even though every time we say that.
Whatever the over and under is.
Yeah, smash the over.
Smash the over.
I'm excited to watch this one. Even
Jason says, yeah, Washington is absolutely going to smoke USC.
Man, I don't know. I think Washington's. I don't know, man. It's tough.
Should James Madsen be ranked higher than USC?
Probably should, but let's be honest. If USC played James Madison, they would roll them.
Yeah.
It's like who was it a couple years ago that was like a small school, and they were ranked high, and then they just got smashed because I mean that's what it is. USC's big.
crazy, Brian. That's crazy,
USC's
Brian.
defense is a absolute joke. Yeah, it wasn't TCU. It was smaller than that. It was
Booms
Liberty?
away says USC defense is.
They're bad.
They're bad.
They're bad.
They're bad, Boom. Hey, Boom, give us a follow. Share.
They have no defense whatsoever.
TCU, Dusty Burns said. Liberty.
Yeah, one TCU.
Jason.
Maybe Liberty.
This TV schedule that the NFL is getting ridiculous.
I hate Arthur Smith.
Should Arthur Smith be fired and take over his father's job back at FedEx?
I am not an Arthur Smith fan at all.
That's Logan. He's an ATL guy. All right.
ATL.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's roll into this. We got about an hour.
Yeah, we got to get done. We got some stuff to do. Power rankings, real quick. College football power rankings, 5-1. Number 5,
Florida State.
Washington Huskies.
Ooh.
I dropped my boy Penix. They've had too many close games against schools that I think they should be rolling. Number 4,
Washington Huskies.
Go Noles. I finally moved my Florida State Seminoles up into the top 4. Number 3,
High State.
The Ohio State University. Number 2,
Michigan Wolverines.
Michigan Wolverines.
Finally done. I'm glad you put them back at 1.
Last week I dropped Georgia out of the number 1 spot because they've been starting off slow and then and they lose Bowers.
Hey, nobody's beating Georgia.
And then they roll
Gotta keep 'em at
fucking.
1,
They
buddy.
beat the shit out of Florida, so I'm putting Georgia Bulldogs back in my number 1
Hey,
spot.
Davis, give us a follow. Appreciate you.
All right, let's get into the NFL. Like I said, we got about an hour to knock this show out. Got some stuff to do today. Let's just roll through it quick. Bills beat Tampa Bay on Thursday night, 24-18. It's just good and bad Josh Allen, man. Which one shows up? Good Josh Allen
you,
showed
buddy.
up. Had 3 touchdowns. 3 or 4. I don't remember. I remember he had 3 or 4. 3 or 4 touchdowns for Josh Allen, 24-18. The Bills signed Leonard Fournette yesterday.
I didn't see that. Practice squad first.
But I don't understand. James Cook plays so well, and they just don't give him the ball. It's like you got a potential superstar running back, and you don't give him the ball. Moving on. Jacksonville referees 20, Pittsburgh Steelers 10. I don't bitch too much about referees winning and losing games. But the referees absolutely cost Pittsburgh Steelers football game the other day. They called, like Mike Tomlin said, they called an offside on our guard on a field goal. He said he hadn't seen that in 17
Never
years.
seen that called.
And Boswell, he posted it on his Instagram. Like,
Not sure, Logan.
the only person that was offside, Jacksonville was literally offsides, and they called it on Pittsburgh. Now, would that have changed the game? It would have made it a 3-point game because we missed. They backed it up 5 yards. We missed the field goal. We lost by 10. We would have been going into half down 3. There was an awful.
Sometimes stuff like that's different.
There was an awful roughing the passer call they called on us against when we hit T-Law, and then they destroyed Kenny Pickett on one, and we got nothing. Referees were atrocious in that game, but anyway, T-Law looks good. Calvin Ridley looked good. Christian Kirk looked good. ETN's he didn't do anything.
I agree, Davis. I agree.
And then he exploded. ETN, the Jaguars are a problem.
Jaguars are a problem. They're good.
The Jaguars are a problem.
Well coached.
It was also like
Great quarterback.
Jaguars, I thought they could have lost that game. I really do.
Yeah, we got rid of him.
But
He's decent.
it was rainy and shit in Pittsburgh Sunday. Jags are a problem. Jags won. Dolphins 31-17. Big return that did not get talked about enough. My boy,
number 5,
Jalen Latrell Ramsey comes back, makes his season debut. What did he tear? A meniscus or something like that?
Something in his knee.
Yeah. He came back. His first game had a pick and a forced fumble. Dolphins rolled in that one 31.
He called he was going to have a pick.
31-17. I love Jalen. You know what the crazy thing about I love it, Ramsey, baby.
Woo!
You know one thing I noticed about Jalen, and I follow him on Twitter.
Guys, smash that like button for me.
I follow Jalen on Twitter. He's like so different now.
What do you mean?
He's humbled.
Really?
Dude, it's not the same Jalen Ramsey. Like at post game, all he talks about is God and everything. Totally different Jalen Ramsey. I don't know like what happened, and I'm not saying there's anything bad about it, nothing at all. But it's weird. Like Jalen is totally. I don't know if where he's get smoked by people at the and sometimes and maybe he's humbled himself a little bit. But it's totally crazy to see Jalen talk the way he is
you
right
remember
now.
Jalen in Jacksonville?
Yeah. I remember Jalen at Florida State clapping in fucking people's faces, and I'm sure that's still there. But off the field and on social media and shit, Jalen totally different.
Thanks,
totally
Bearded
different.
Chicken. Appreciate you guys.
Totally different. But anyway, 31-17 Dolphins. One of the ugliest football games I've ever seen in my life. The New York Football Jets defeated the New York Football Giants.
We talked about that field.
13-10. Injuries everywhere.
There was like 8 people that got injured that
everywhere.
That field is awful.
Oh, a Gators fan.
Hey, Fly Eagles Fly, baby. Give me a follow.
I'm sorry that you're a Gators fan. I'm sorry. I'm actually intrigued. I think Florida State Florida is going to be a very good game at the end of the year. I really believe that. And especially if Florida State survives Miami and Florida State's undefeated. If Florida State's undefeated when they play Florida, Florida is going to do they're going to be fired up to ruin that season.
Well, everyone is. You know, I mean, everyone is, especially when it's a rivalry game.
Last game of the year, oh, God.
Could knock them off the playoff.
Could knock them out of the playoff. Yeah. Florida will be fired up.
Both y'all Eagles fans.
No, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
UNC, FSU, ACC championship.
Yeah, probably. Moving on.
Next game.
Oh, but anyway, Jets beat the Giants. It was awful. The Jets got lucky as shit and got down the field, kicked a field goal. They escaped, man. But that's all they got.
Sometimes it's winning.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers is now dropping back, throwing with no crutch anywhere in sight. It's mind blowing. Fucking how Aaron Rodgers looks right now. Like I have totally flipped. I think we might
Thanks,
see
Greg.
this dude. I think we might see this dude play
He's gonna
week
play.
17.
I told you he's playing.
If they're in it.
They're in it.
If they're in it.
They'll be in it.
Well, they might be in
They'll
it.
be in it.
You knew they play in a couple weeks? Raiders. Falcons, Titans.
And I think, does Chiefs and Fins play this week? Yeah.
Chiefs and Fins play.
So if the Chiefs beat the Fins, that's going to help them.
Falcons, Titans. Titans beat the Falcons 28-23. The
Bearded Chicken said Kirk Cousins needs to make a phone call. He does.
he does. He absolutely does.
Say, hey, how can I be back in 8 weeks? Hey, thanks, bro. You guys are hilarious. Good show.
Will Levis woke
Will
up,
Levis.
poured some fucking mayo in his
Thanks,
coffee.
bro. Share this thing. Like it.
Woke up, poured some mayo in his fucking coffee,
Stirred
said,
it up a little bit.
let's fucking roll. Sipped that little thing, said, let's go fucking ball today. And he did.
Do you think he gave Baker a call and said, hey, how do you engage danger mode?
I
You
don't
what I
know,
mean?
but he did something because Will Levis balled the fuck out.
No one expected that.
Ford, no.
No one
hell,
expected.
hell no. DeAndre Hopkins 3. The one throw, though, the one, I think it was to Westbrook Akine, the one in the back of the end zone, that was such a fucking beautiful throw. Are you doing the coffee mayo? I am going to do the coffee and the mayo, but not today because they play Pittsburgh Thursday night.
can't do that.
I can't channel Big Dick Levis energy
do
when
that.
they're playing my team
can't do that.
Thursday.
We can't do
But
that.
I give you my
That has to be
word.
against the rules.
I give you my word.
If
I
Pittsburgh
will
wins,
do
If Pittsburgh wins.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to do it anyway. Pittsburgh wins or not. I am going to do the mayo in coffee. I'm with you. Heineke should be the starter for the Falcons. But Levis balled out. Titans won 28-23. Ryan Tannehill should never start another game.
They said if he's healthy, start him.
Do you believe it?
I mean, they came
I don't
across
believe
and
it.
said it.
I don't believe it. I don't believe
Why would you?
it. Why would you?
Why would you?
Tannehill has 2 touchdown passes this season. Fucking Levis had 4 the other day. Moving on.
Keep throwing honey on the bear, Brian.
I called this one. He called some shit this weekend too. I called this one. Bryce Young. I'm dropping my wife off.
Where to, Papa Jeff?
Where are we fucking dropping her off at, Papa?
For the bearded man. Damn.
Where are we?
Wife's excited. She likes that beard.
I mean, listen.
nice.
I just rolled out of bed. I didn't even get a shower or anything this morning. I'm dirty.
This guy says, dude, I love mayo. It's my favorite. But in coffee,
Dude, I don't like mayonnaise or coffee, but I'm going to try it because
Well,
Big
time out.
Dick
do you like
Levis
hot
energy.
chocolate, though?
Yeah.
But let's just do it in hot chocolate.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
But that ain't Levis.
Yeah, but I mean, you like hot chocolate, so you can try it.
I mean, I will do that. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway.
But you don't like mayonnaise.
I don't like mayonnaise or fucking coffee. But whatever, we'll figure it out. But I will do it.
Hey, thanks, Papa.
I called this one. Bryce Young gets his first win of his
Just a
NFL
follow.
career.
Like this thing for me.
He outplayed CJ Stroud. He
did?
led the game-winning drive to kick the field goal to win the game. I'm telling you guys,
That's his best game.
pump the brakes on Bryce. Bryce is going to be all right. Bryce doesn't have a lot of weapons. Their running game's iffy. Miles Sanders has been several
Miracle
people.
Whip. Miracle
Several
Whip.
people has asked Miracle Whip or mayonnaise. I
Miracle
don't
Whip,
know
Shane.
what the difference
There's
is.
a big difference.
I
Miracle
don't
Whip.
like either one.
Miracle Whip. It's a little
I don't
sweeter.
know. I love sweet things. All right, Panthers win 15-13. Moving on. Like I said, we got to get this show done kind of quick. That's why where we're booking it today. Rams. The Rams shouldn't even fucking showed up.
They didn't show up.
They basically
They
didn't.
snowballed.
Dallas 43-20, and it was a lot worse than that. Stafford got hurt. This is something that intrigues me. To me, if
What's up, Duke
Stafford,
Rouse?
what up, Duke? Hey yo. If Stafford, they said, I think it's a thumb injury. They said if Stafford is going to be out,
A couple weeks. Might as well.
I blow that motherfucker up today.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, you're out.
Yep.
Cooper Kupp is no spring chicken anymore.
You got Puka.
And you got the future Puka Nakua. I'm shipping Aaron Donald and I'm shipping Cooper Kupp out today.
Howie.
Howie,
Howie, make that call on Aaron Donald. Howie, make that call. We'll take it.
Now, do I actually believe either one of those will happen? Not a chance in hell. Should they? I think so. If I'm the Rams, I'm dealing Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp today. Give me the future if
Hey,
I'm the
good
Rams.
talking to you, Brian. We'll be on again. We'll be on Sunday morning. You want to get on and chat, or if you see us live, hop on, bro. Appreciate it.
Vikings, Packers, 24-10. I hate
called that.
I hate Kirk Cousins. I've never been a fan of Kirk Cousins.
I'm not a fan of that guy.
I do not like. I hate when people get hurt. Kirk Cousins
smiling.
tears his ACL.
Oh, poke the bear.
Done for the season. Jeffrey's hating on Dak Prescott on TV behind us. I hate to see anyone get hurt. Kirk Cousins done for the year. I really wonder if we see Justin Jefferson at all this year. Now, I did see rumors last night. I seen this posted a couple different spots that Minnesota and New Orleans was talking about sending Jameis to Minnesota. I'm intrigued by that because I'm a Jameis fan. I'm a Florida State Seminoles fan. Jameis has always been one of my favorite quarterbacks just because he's a gunslinger. He'll sling that motherfucker around. But Jordan Love is ass. He might be the absolute ass winner of the week
He probably could be.
if there wasn't another guy that's going to be the absolute ass.
Or Jimmy.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Jordan Love was awful. Jordan Love is terrible. I can't deal with him.
Logan says-
Desmond Ritter also got benched. I think
Duval!
I've been saying
Sorry,
for a
James.
while, boo Duval.
Inaccurate, Tom says.
Ritter got benched. To
Tom,
me,
give us a follow.
I've
James,
been saying
give
for
us
a while
follow.
that
Like
Heineke
this
should
thing.
be starting. Saints and Colts. I was Minshew baiting this weekend, and I was
Thanks,
all
Tom.
on Gardner Minshew and the Colts this week. Saints beating 38-27.
It was close for a while, though.
It was close for a while. Josh Downs had another solid game. Jonathan Taylor.
Downs is coming up, right?
Josh Downs is a weapon.
He's in a rising wide receiver.
Josh Downs is a weapon for the Colts. Jonathan Taylor starting to look like Jonathan Taylor every week. He's getting more and more involved. But Saints, Derek Carr had a good game. Rashid Shaheed hit a deep ball touchdown. Kamara had a couple touchdowns. Saints, I still think the Saints are the best team in the NFC
Logan,
South.
we're going to go through some football still, bro.
Yeah, we're going to switch football.
Kittle on by thinking Taysom Hill or Arizona.
Favorite
State.
MLB team? Oh, I'll talk about Cincinnati Reds baseball.
Kittle on by thinking Taysom Hill or Arizona's tight end. What do you think?
Dude, Arizona's tight end, that fucking, what's his name, McBride? He had like 10 catches this week. And where they put Ertz on IR, roll with fucking Arizona. But they're also, Arizona, which I'm not at Arizona yet, but Arizona said they're moving away from Dobbs and they will start,
that.
they will,
It'll be either Kyler or
or Clayton Tune. So
Wonder why.
because they're close in games, and they want Clayton Tune to start another game because the Clayton Tune ain't gonna give you a chance to win. They're like, whoa, we have the number one pick right now. Let's pump these brakes. Let's put in Clayton Tune. Your Philadelphia Eagles, Washington Commanders, 38-31. Dude, Washington gives you guys problems.
it's a division game.
It's kind of wild though.
It's a
like
division game.
I know, but like Sam Howell. Sam Howell dropped 400.
Almost.
I thought he had
It was like
400.
3 something.
Oh, I thought he had 400. I thought
close.
it was 400. But anyway,
But the last 100 was garbage. We was up 2 touchdowns and we just played back lazy defense and then let them score again.
Washington gives you guys issues. But anyway, Riverboat Ron needs to go.
Washington's good.
Washington has good players. One of them who's getting traded today, Chase Young or Montez Sweat. One of those two will be out of Washington today.
And maybe a wide receiver too. Maybe a wide receiver.
Well, I don't see Dotson going anywhere.
Me neither.
But if they're going to deal a wide receiver, I could see Scary Terry going somewhere. But I don't think he's going nowhere either. I think the only player that gets dealt out of Washington today is one of the defensive
Hey,
linemen.
that's awesome, Tom. Sam went to Sun Valley High School. My kids went there. Pretty cool.
That
is
is pretty cool.
That is cool.
That's
I like
pretty
that.
awesome.
I like that. Good
I like that a lot.
information.
I like that.
Is JT, J Rob, Ayuk too much for AJ?
JT, J Rob, and Ayuk.
Too much for AJ. I don't get the question.
Fantasy. Trading JT, Ayuk, and who's J Rob? Why can I not think of who J Rob would be?
B Rob.
Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson, JT,
Jonathan
and
Taylor.
Ayuk for AJ.
That's
It depends
too
on where you're at, or if it depends on how your running back situation are. If you're good and you got
You
other
got other
running
loaded
backs,
running backs.
yeah. My personal fantasy mindset is a lot of people are worried about bye weeks and depth, I don't give a fuck about bye weeks. I want the best starting lineup you can get. Worry about bye weeks. Bye weeks are iffy. You know, you only have to worry about them. I mean, injuries suck. But to me, give me my best starting lineup you can build. I'm all about that.
I agree.
Seahawks and Browns. It was a good game. Seahawks won 24-20. I hate Stefanski. I think he's one of the worst coaches in the NFL.
Yeah.
They're running the ball, pounding the fucking football down Seattle's throats with fucking bums. And Seattle can't stop the run. And then they take it out of the running back's hands and start letting PJ Walker throw it. And it's like, what is wrong with Stefanski? What he did this shit when he had Nick Chubb.
Yeah, exactly.
Take Nick Chubb
yeah.
off the field.
Yeah.
And it's like, what is wrong with this guy? I hate Stefanski. I think he's a terrible coach. I don't know if any of my Browns fans, Lane, he's probably not here anymore. Dennis Church. I don't know if you guys like Stefanski. Let me know if you don't. Browns fans over here on TikTok.
Does he?
I hate Stefanski. I think he's trash.
And I think I've heard everything from the Browns fan that no one likes his
He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible. And listen, today is the day for the Cleveland Browns. You have a Super Bowl, and I have no problem saying it. You have a Super Bowl caliber roster, except your quarterback.
I agree, Dusty.
Why on earth do they? And I'm not saying that this is a big upgrade, but
Greg, the Browns
why?
defense is good.
Why is the Cleveland Browns not on the phone today getting Jacoby Brissett from Washington? Jacoby Brissett won you football games last year. You gave him up for fucking Watson. Like, we don't need you anymore, Jacoby. The Browns should go give a fucking 4th, 5th round pickup today for Jacoby Brissett because Jacoby Brissett is a lot better. And I like PJ Walker. I've said this so many times. I think he's okay. Solid backup.
He's not going to win you 8 more games.
He's not going to win you a bunch of games, man. Not going to win you a bunch of games. Jacoby ain't going to win you a bunch of games, but Jacoby is better than PJ. Jacoby Brissett, go get him, Cleveland. Oh, and Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba, he's going to be a problem. He scored touchdowns back-to-back weeks.
Jay said, y'all told me to sit Waddle and start Moore. He put up 27, Moore give up 9. Sometimes on fantasy, brother, that's just the way it is.
Sometimes you hit, sometimes you don't. I had CD Lamb in a lineup, and then the rest of my whole fucking lineup shit the bed this week. Sometimes we hit, sometimes you don't. It's just the fact of life. Seahawks. I was just talking about Seahawks trade deadline. We're talking about Seattle, Cleveland.
They got to get some help, Dusty.
Cleveland, Cooper. I don't know why he's so fucking on board with Cooper Rush.
He likes him.
But why?
He won 4 games.
He played like shit. He won games, but he played terrible most of the time.
He was a game manager.
But
I don't think he's going to win.
Dallas ain't getting rid of Cooper Rush. Trey Lance is not the backup quarterback. Dallas is not going to deal with Cooper Rush. I don't know why Dusty is so on board with Cooper Rush.
He wants somebody a chance.
I have never, talk about Jacoby, a realistic shot, not Cooper Rush.
Old is Jacoby?
I don't know, really. He's older.
He's older.
But Seattle, they could not stop Cleveland's run game. What'd they do yesterday? Seattle's all in. They gave up a 2nd and a 5th for Leonard Williams to put on that defensive line. I love that move for Seattle. Sure up that defensive line. You lost Uchenna and Wosu for the season. You brought in Frank Clark to replace him. Now you add Leonard Williams. I'm telling you, man,
give us a follow. We'll answer that question in a second.
I've been on board this Seahawks train all year, and you know who's in first place right now? The Seattle Seahawks.
And this guy's saying trade Hurts and Walker to get Stroud and Eckler.
Hurts and who?
Walker.
I would take Hurts and Walker. I'd keep Hurts and Walker myself. Kenneth Walker didn't have a big game. Cleveland's defense is nasty.
You can't run on them.
I'm keeping Hurts and Walker.
Hurts give you touchdowns.
Moving on. Ravens, Cardinals, 31. Is that 31-24?
Sure.
I don't know if that's right. You know what? I think it is. They did kick a field goal late. 31-24 Ravens. Ravens win. Ravens one of the best teams in football. The Cardinals it's like they're in every game.
I don't know, Logan.
They're in every fucking game. If the Falcons make any moves today, it's going to be for defensive linemen.
Well, they got one from Philly.
Yeah, but well,
I mean, he's nothing. But
maybe that's their move. But if that's their move,
that's weak.
That's fucking weak.
That's weak.
That's fucking weak. Ravens, they beat Arizona 31-24. Arizona's in every game, man.
Dusty Burns asking if he can bring a Browns mini over for the room.
No.
Whoa, it depends who it is.
Depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Depends on who it is.
Who is it?
And Dusty Burns. Make sure, if you guys like sports memorabilia, let me toot my own horn real quick.
We can officially do
What do you
that.
say there, Chase? I'll not to toot my own horn, but if anybody likes sports memorabilia, I've been a part of a good group for about 3 years. I've left the nest. I've started my own group. Look for the Rip Room, RIPROOM, on Facebook. You'll win some cool sports memorabilia, and we're going to have a lot of fun in there. Dusty Burns, go like it. You're a mini collector. I don't know if I invited him or not to it. He doesn't play anymore. All right, moving on. Chiefs Broncos.
Yes, they are.
You
Bengals
called
are
it.
waking up. Hey, I called it.
You called it.
That's right. Waffles, give us a follow.
Now I
Like
don't.
this thing, guys.
24-9, Denver Broncos. The defense
Yes,
was
they are,
all
Dragon.
over fucking Patty
All
Mahomes
over him.
all
wasn't it?
day.
All over him.
Now I don't know.
Nice. He's in it.
Like I don't know. You don't know what. Like if it's like Patty Mahomes was sick. They said he was up all night. They had IVs in him in his fucking hotel room. They said he had the flu or some shit. And that probably did have a lot to do with it. Because if you're sick and you're really
Just
sick,
not moving as fast.
you're just not in it. But, you know.
Taylor wasn't there.
So, yeah, it's T Swift wasn't there.
What's up, Brady? Give us a follow. Like this thing.
That was the Denver defense that we all thought it was
That's been
going.
there, yeah.
That was going to have all year long.
Hey, we agree, Dragon. Got to have more than Kelsey. Brady asking,
do.
is Aaron Jones and Tank Dell for Brian Robinson and Ford a good trade? Aaron Jones and Tank Dell for Brian Robinson and Ford. Ford's getting a lot of carries.
Ford's getting carries. Brian Robinson's getting carries. Ah, man, that's tough. Aaron Jones is just doing nothing, man. I would probably take that. Brian Robinson's probably best player in the deal. I'd probably do that. Aaron Jones has been disappointing. They're loading the box. Fucking Jordan Love can't throw the ball. It sucks.
Got to run it.
He sucks. One that we both called. Cincinnati Bengals 31, 49ers 17. We both said this. I've said for so long that Cincinnati is going to win the North. Joe Burrow is the second best quarterback.
He had to get healthy.
Joe Burrow is the second best quarterback in football. They got a decent defense. But one thing I will say, like Purdy turned the ball
Sure
over.
you won't, Logan. Thanks, Eric.
Purdy turned the ball over. Purdy gets way too much credit when they win, and he gets way too much credit when they lose. Brock Purdy didn't give up 31. The corners can't fucking tackle. Neil said he still won the league that he sit Butker D-Hop. Ah, shit.
Because of Gibbs. Hey, Gibbs was a dog last night, Neil.
Gibbs balled out last night, but the Niners are getting
Probably not, Dragon.
they're getting no pass rush. They're getting no pressure at all. You brought in Javon Hargrave. He's
got
not doing
Bosa.
anything. Bosa, it's to the point now you understand Bosa started out slow because he wasn't there, but he should be
You got the best
ready
linebacker
now.
combo in the league.
Yeah, it's something. San Francisco, I don't know if they were just buying in. Well, like I said, they're 0-3 now since they won their Super Bowl when Kittle pulled the
Fuck
shirt
Dallas,
up, fuck Dallas, all that. I don't know. I'm not ready to be off the 49ers
Hey, that'd
yet.
be a good match, Tom. Bills and Bengals Sunday. That'd be a good one.
Bills. There's a couple really good football games this weekend. I'm excited for. That's one of them. Bills Bengals Sunday night.
That's a good night game. Glad they actually put some good games on tonight.
Moving on. My boy, Justin Herbert. I said on here.
We're talking about him, Justin.
I said on here Sunday morning, and I said if Herbert shits the bed tonight, I'm going to rip Herbie's head off.
I told Stephen Carter that. I told him the story last night.
I'm gonna rip it off if he shits the bed and makes me look bad again. And he started off on fire.
He heard it.
On fire.
Someone made the call to Herbie. And
Herbie's
said, hey,
like, whoa,
Roll's dogging you right
I
now.
cannot lose my main man status with Den Carter. I got to ball
They're getting better, Reaper.
the fuck out. And he did. Herbie balled out. Chargers rolled 30-13. That was the first game this season. Austin
getting better,
Eckler
Reaper.
looked like Austin Eckler, catching the ball. Right.
Not with Minshew, no. But Minshew's not their future, bro.
Minshew's not their future. Anthony Richardson's their future, which I don't like that either.
And he's hurt, but you got to give him a chance.
You got to give him a chance.
You
But
swung on him.
Chargers rolled 30-13. Tyson Badgett, the Bears, sorry, he will also start this week again.
God, I hope Dragon. I hope Dragon.
Last night's football game.
I hope Dragon. Ski could be a sponsor.
Last night's football game, awful. Awful.
Awful.
Lions, Raiders, 26-14. Jimmy
I hope.
Garoppolo. I don't even know what to say about
I do. Don't throw it, Jimmy.
Jimmy's awful.
He's terrible.
Jimmy's fucking terrible.
He is terrible.
He is the absolute ass winner of the week.
Whoever thought of getting rid of Carr to bring in him should be fired. Should be fired.
McDaniel.
Should be whoever thought of that was in the works should be fired. Simple as that.
I hate Derek Carr.
I get it, but he's better than Jimmy.
Derek Carr is 10 fucking times better than fucking Jimmy Garoppolo.
Hey, that's not bad, Tom.
Devontae Adams went to Las Vegas to, well, not only to get the bag,
Gibbs is him, Greg.
but let's hold on. Montgomery playing pretty fucking good. They got
a
two
good
good.
line.
They got two good running
They
backs.
got a good offensive line.
They got two damn good running backs in Detroit.
Good offensive line.
And
Najee Harris looked good behind that line.
they got two good running backs in Detroit. Let's stop
trash.
shitting on David Montgomery.
I'm not shitting on Montgomery, but Gibbs is better.
Gibbs is not. I'm not ready to say him. He had a good game against
not him.
god
He's good.
awful defense. God awful defense.
Says who?
Raiders.
Not King Tilly.
Well, King Tilly said that the Raiders were going to win
I was
5 in a
live
row, and
last
now
night.
they're 0-2.
I was live last night, and I think Prowse said, King Tilly said that they're going to go 0-5. And I said, no, look, they picked the third quarterbacks
Yeah.
are top 5.
They're
Oh,
fucking
shit.
awful.
It's a
but
good time.
listen, Jimmy G's
Bijan's good. They just
Jimmy,
don't give him a chance.
Jimmy G's terrible.
Gibbs has been better.
Gibbs has been better, but
Gibbs
Arthur's
ha- but Gibbs has a better offensive
they don't
line.
use him. They don't use Bijan. They don't use him. They used him this week, score touchdown. And Bijan's a stud. But Jimmy
Raiders
G,
need a lot more than that, bro.
Jimmy G should never take another snap. If I'm Devontae Adams, he said last night he didn't want to say anything. He didn't even know what to say.
Talk to him after the game.
You said enough on the sideline when you slammed your fucking helmet down. He's miserable. Devontae Adams is fucking
That's not good,
miserable in Las Vegas. Please, Las Vegas, free Devontae
And
today.
Jacobs.
I
Let
don't
Jacobs
think.
go too.
Well, I would love to see
Let him
it,
go.
but I don't see that.
Let him go
happening.
Cleveland.
He just signed.
Let him go Cleveland.
That'd be good.
Be good. Cleveland needs another running back.
Jimmy's terrible. He's terrible. He got sacked 6 times last night, but a couple of them was just he held the fucking ball too long. He's terrible, man. He's terrible. I don't know where Devontae.
No, Dan. Sorry, Dan, but no, he ain't going back to Green Bay either with Jordan Love.
No, God, that's as bad as fucking.
He's going to the Jets.
That's as bad.
He's going to the Jets.
No, he don't want
He's
to play
going
with
to the
Zach
Jets.
Wilson.
Hey, Zach Wilson is only going to be there for about 3 more weeks.
Well, Zach Wilson's better than fucking Jimmy's awful,
Jimmy's
man.
terrible.
I couldn't believe how bad it was. But that's all of our games. Last night, Lions 26-14. If you missed the score, Jahmyr Gibbs did look really good. That was Jimmy. I will say one thing. Jimmy G stayed in that game after he took that dirty fucking shot
Can't
right in
stand
his fucking
McDaniels,
knee.
bro.
McDaniel terrible.
Jets don't have draft capital anymore.
They probably don't. I don't know what they gave up.
Probably not.
But so this week's games, we got Chiefs and Dolphins Sunday morning at 9:30. We got Dallas and Philly at 4, and we got Buffalo and
What's up,
Cincinnati
baby?
at 8.
It's a game. It's,
Dude,
it's some games this week.
I don't know who plays. Ooh,
Fly, go fly, baby.
I think at 1 o'clock. I think my game. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the time. But Ravens Seahawks.
That'd be a good one.
That's a fucking dude. This week coming up is a hell of a weekend of football. Like it's a 4 pizza day. It's a 4 pizza day this Sunday.
We're gonna start one at 9 in the morning.
It's a 4 fucking pizza day.
Where are we getting pizza at 9 in the morning?
Gas station.
That's welfare pizza.
No, not Hamden Gas and Stuff. Could be a sponsor. Hamden Gas and Stuff. Tara,
I don't know about all that.
hit us up. They're good.
Never had it.
You never had gas and stuff in Hamden? Oh, Tara. She used to come to our parties.
Yeah, but I mean,
You don't even support her business?
is that her business? I didn't know that. How
Her
much?
husband.
I don't know.
I don't even know if that's her name, Tara.
Which one is the gas station?
The little tiny girl. Little tiny
what
little.
gas
Remember she burned her fucking
I
arm?
know who you're talking about, but what gas station?
The one when you
Always
first,
something else. He can't just get with the picture.
the one when you first come into Hamden.
On the right?
Yeah.
Okay, the little one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got good food. Good food.
I've had like a couple things when I'm coming to your house, but other than that, I don't go there.
Could be a sponsor. Do you think College Game Day will do Tennessee, Georgia in a couple weeks?
Probably.
I don't know what week that is. What week is that? Because if that's the week that you got Ohio State, Michigan, probably no. It's not as good. No one is as good as Mama
But you ain't
Reenies.
getting Mama Reenies at 9 in the morning.
Neil just made a good point I want to bring up real quick.
They are.
Who has the best throwback jerseys?
Philly.
You like the Kelly
I liked
Green?
them.
I thought they
liked
were
them.
good.
I liked them.
But I thought to me the Titans with the Oilers are the winners.
I like that. But
I don't think anyone is better than the Oilers. I thought that unis were just fucking fire.
I didn't care for them.
Really?
I didn't care for them.
God, that's crazy.
I really liked Detroit's helmets last time.
See, I hated them.
That like chrome.
Hated them.
I like that.
Hated
chrome.
them. Hated them.
I liked it.
I like the Kelly Green, but nobody really, not a lot of love. And the
Clean,
creamsicles for the Bucks.
I like the
I love the
creamsicles.
creamsicles, but the Seattle Seahawks throwbacks were my favorite.
No.
Oh, I loved them. I loved them. I loved them. I loved them.
Ugly.
I agree.
think they're
The
the
Patriots are nice. I like them. But yeah, the Oilers was the best to me. There's so many cool throwbacks. I love them all. All right. Football power rankings. Like I said, we don't have a lot of time trying to get this show done real quick today.
We got about a half hour.
Well, yeah, but
25
we don't have much more to talk about now.
No.
People
People are going.
we rush.
Yeah, but people are going to talk.
I love everything. The Seattle unis are the best.
But did you like the Seattle pickup?
I loved
the
them.
defensive tackle?
I loved it.
Good.
I loved it. And like I said, fucking Seattle getting ran all over them by Cleveland, just running down their fucking throats with people you don't even fucking know.
Yep.
And they're like, all right, we're all
Stiffen
in.
it up a little bit. Yeah.
We're all in. We're going to give up a 2 and a 5. That's a lot. A 2 and a 5 for Leonard Williams. And I loved it. I thought it was a great, like I said, they lost in Wosu last week out for the season. They replaced him with Frank Clark. I thought that was
That's
a
a
good
solid pickup.
good
Veteran.
pickup. Veterans pass rush, solid pickup. Then you get Leonard Williams to add in the middle. I'm telling you, Seattle, my Super Bowl pick.
Prowse says Georgia Tech don't get any love to be the top 25 so far.
Well, it's Georgia Tech.
Hey, we love Pat McAfee, Logan.
I love, you know what? So many people shit on Pat, and I love Pat. As somebody who does,
USC and UCLA, Kansas and Kansas State, same week as Georgia. Yeah.
then yeah, it's Georgia,
It's
Tennessee.
Georgia, Tennessee.
It has to be.
Thank
Georgia.
Monty.
It has to be Georgia, Tennessee, Monty. You'd think.
Guys, like this thing, share us, give us a follow. Shaq, Fly Eagles Fly, baby.
I love Pat McAfee. Somebody who does a podcast.
Yeah, we love McAfee.
I love Pat McAfee. Like, I cannot watch Shannon and Stephen A. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
But it's just on. It's not like I'm into it. I can't watch Skip Bayless at all. I used to love Colin Cowherd, but he's become so fake. He's as bad as Stephen A. When I watch Pat and his buddies just sit around and talk football,
Hey,
it's
thanks,
like,
guys.
it's like
Appreciate it.
that's what we do. But we just obviously we're not Pat, obviously.
Yeah.
But, you know, I love to sit on here and talk with my buddies, talk about sports and just bullshit. And Pat is just like, when you watch Pat, it's just like watching
Fun.
just a regular fucking
you're just
dude
hanging out.
sit around talking.
I mean, if you're like in our age group, you know what I mean? We've always had buddies. I'm sure you had different buddies before we met, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you always talk to them about sports, and then other friends come along and you start
Yeah.
talking to them. And then, you know what I mean? Before we came along and talked all the time or even knew each other, I had buddies that we always messaged and talked sports about.
Well,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So it's something you love to do, and you're always watching it, and
Yeah.
it's just fun. You know what I mean? It's
I
fun.
totally agree. I love Pat
fun.
McAfee. A lot of people hate him on game day. I think this is the best college game day has ever been. Like, I hate the fact that Lee is getting older, and it's painful at times to watch Lee because I literally don't think Lee knows where he's at half the time.
I'm not sure, Tom. Have you heard much from Josh Allen, his arm, shoulder injury?
I haven't heard nothing.
I haven't seen no.
I haven't seen nothing. So it must be all right because it hasn't done anything. I love Pat. I think he's great. I wish he would go back to the WWE, but I understand. He's got a show on ESPN. He's got College Game Day. He fucking can't do it all.
Dude, have you watched this Game Day? Like, do you watch it every Saturday morning? You see like where
Not every morning, but
I'm sure you
most
see
of
the
the time.
highlights and stuff too. Like where they're all yelling like "fuck" in the background and like take your clothes off and stuff like that. He's taking his shirt off and shit.
I love Pat.
Oh,
I love
shit.
him. I think he's absolutely pure gold.
crazy.
I think he's gold.
Crazy,
man.
crazy. Guys, like this thing, follow, share.
Did you see?
Trying to hit 2K followers.
Did you see his story about the Utah Jazz basketball game the other night?
I don't think so.
He was in Utah. Pat was in Utah this past week for game day, and he went to
Yeah, he does.
the Utah Jazz basketball game. He was there with the owners. He was sitting courtside.
Hey, it's going to be a good game, Indy. Respect both ways. Cowboys is good, bro.
He said that Kelly Olynyk, he kept pump faking. He kept pump faking threes, and he would drive in and pass, or he would shoot a shot. And said he asked Dwayne Wade, he's like, does Kelly Olynyk not shoot the three? And Dwayne Wade said Kelly Olynyk is one of the smartest players I've ever played with. He's like, if he thinks, he'll do what he thinks best. He's like, well, at the beginning of the third quarter, he said Kelly Olynyk was at the scorer's table right beside Pat getting ready to check in.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And Pat said he told Kelly, he's like, if you hit a three in the second half, I got $10,000 for any charity of your choice. He said fucking like Olynyk hit two in a row. He hit 2 threes in a row, and then he came up to Pat and told him the charity. He's like, that's 2, by the way. That's 20,000. So yeah, I thought that was good. And McAfee gives away a shit ton of money anyway.
Should have betted that. He should have got on there and like betted real quick. Him hitting the three.
You know what you should have bet? You should have bet another thing that you called this week.
I did.
Julio Jones anytime touchdown.
I called that.
He called it. You should have bet that.
That would have been money.
You should have bet that.
I would have put like $25 on that.
I don't know. I wish I would have looked to see what that would have hit. But yeah, you called the Julio Jones anytime touchdown this weekend. You called that.
Penn State laid an egg against High State. Penn State's overrated, brother.
Penn State, Michigan. I think Michigan's going to be. When do they play? They play 2 weeks, right?
I met Pat McAfee last year, and game day was in Athens. That's cool.
I was in Tennessee on vacation. I would have tried to get a group to go a couple weeks ago to McAfee when they were in Columbus.
Cool.
I thought it would have been great, but I was in Tennessee and I couldn't go. Future references, if Pat McAfee, if game day's close and they're going to do the McAfee show, I would absolutely go because I think that would be
was at Florida State Pitt.
Amazing. If what?
Florida State Pitt. If he was
Florida Pitt ain't getting no game day.
Fun.
Pitt ain't getting no game day. Biggest celebrity gonna be at Pitt, Florida State's me and you.
Yeah.
Maybe
we should set up.
Maybe we could sit outside
awesome.
Acrisure Stadium and do our show there. But that's about it. All right.
Have us a little booth and everything.
Power rankings. NFL power rankings.
Oh, let me get to it.
This was hard for me.
Was it really?
It wasn't. It wasn't. I have 2. Can I have a number 6?
Yeah.
I have
Sometimes
6.
that happens.
Actually, I'm going to say I have 2 number 5s because I can't decide. You ready?
No, hold on. Look at all these papers.
But throw some of this shit away.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, power rankings. NFL power rankings. If you guys got any, let us know what yours are. Number 5, NFL. I have 2 number 5s.
My number 5, Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins, number 5. Wow. My 2 number 5s. I can't decide, so I have 2 number 5s. You can say one of them's number 6 if you want. I'm sticking with my Jacksonville Jaguars, who were my number 5 last week. And it's time to start putting some respect on the Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh.
I got the Jags and the Seahawks tied at number 5. The first place Seattle Seahawks. Number 5. Number 4.
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys fell out of my top 5.
After I beaten, they did
Yeah, not really impressed.
I'm impressed.
Number 4. Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs, number 4. I think Patrick might still be sick this week. Got flu.
I get that.
Hot take on the Vikings real quick. I think the Vikings, I don't think they're going to do anything.
Give us a follow. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
I think that they should trade Danielle Hunter today because I don't think they're going to pay him, but I wouldn't get crazy. Like some people say they should trade Justin Jefferson. No, you just fucking roll with what you got this year. I've seen there was rumors last night that Minnesota was talking to New Orleans about bringing in Jameis Winston. I think that would be a great move for them if they could do that, but I don't think they're going to do nothing. Do the Falcons sell? No, they're tied for first place. Falcons are in. Who was your number 4? Oh, we're
Cowboys.
On. Okay.
Dolphins, Cowboys.
Number 3.
You just said your number 3, right?
No,
me, right? 3
yeah,
me.
Number 3. Who's your number 3?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs. I have the Baltimore Ravens, number 3. Neil Crabtree says his are Eagles, Dolphins, KC, Jags, and Seattle. Eric McGinnis says Taylor Swift is going international and Kelsey play like, yeah. Will T Swift go to Germany?
No.
I don't know.
Nah. She's probably, I mean, that's far away. She's probably doing something.
I don't know. Number 2.
Surprise, but it's ready for them. They're back. Number 2, Cincinnati Bengals. They're back, boys.
They're back.
Joey is healthy.
They're back.
They are back. Baltimore Ravens.
I don't have them in my top 5 yet.
Watch out.
They got to win this week to be back in my top 5.
Hey, I get it.
They got to beat Buffalo Sunday night to be back in my top 5.
Smash that Houday.
They're close. They're my 7 probably.
I get it.
They're my number 7.
But realistically, there's some teams like Jacksonville and Baltimore and Cincinnati. That's close. You know what I mean?
I'll take Cincinnati over all of them.
They're close. Yep.
Jacksonville and Baltimore are both in my Jacksonville and Baltimore are both in my top 5. I pick Cincinnati being both right now.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
Number 2. Why?
Fucking they'd be in your top 5.
They ain't done it yet. They ain't done it yet, man. If they win this week, they'll be in my top 5.
Who's your 2?
Miami Dolphins.
Ooh, the Dolphins. I get it. They're winning.
They're winning. Tyreek Hill's unguardable.
Number 1.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Eagles, Cincinnati, Niners, Cowboys, Dolphins.
I got Philly, Dolphins, Ravens, Chiefs, and I got 2 number 5s, Jags/Seahawks, because it's time to give the Seattle Seahawks their props.
And Jags still.
And the Jags.
Yep.
Like I said, I honestly believe that Pittsburgh could have won that football game. They didn't. Jacksonville, it was rainy.
All you gotta do is win.
It was rainy. It was nasty. But T-Law won. T-Law made plays. Evan Ingram. Nobody talks about Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram got targeted. I didn't see his final number line. I don't remember what it was. But at one time, he had 8 targets and had 8 catches.
Dang.
He's just Evan Ingram. Jacksonville has so many weapons, man. And T-Law is who we thought T-Law was going to be. He's getting better and better and better and better. It's just T-Law's good. T-Law, it would not surprise me if the Jags won the AFC.
And give Dougie P a little love.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean, he's gelling T-Law to a really good quarterback.
Yeah,
and they got a lot of weapons.
Do you remember how bad Urban was there?
Oh yeah,
Urban is on the level.
Urban was bad.
Urban might be one of the worst NFL coaches.
Hey,
all time.
We try, buddy. We try. Give us a like. Give us a follow. We try to be right, don't we? Etienne turning into a beast. Etienne, yes, he is. He's good. Travis Etienne is good.
T-Law's stud.
Yeah.
Etienne's
Thanks, buddy, for the follow.
Jacksonville's got a lot. And let's not forget to do one of the most important things this week. Dog of the week.
Nah.
My dog of the week was done early, and there was no doubt who my dog of the fucking. You want me to go first?
You go first.
I'm going first because I'm already jacked. I'm fucking jacked of it. I'm fucking jacked about my dog of the week.
Baby. Thanks, Colton.
Let me tell you, last week, if you guys were here last week and you watched our show last week, when I was shitting on my boy Herbie, I said that if Herbert lost to the Bears,
done with him.
I was done with him. I was going to have to give up.
Stick a fork in the
I was going to have to give up my main man status to Herbie.
You was.
And I was going to have to find another young quarterback.
Which you almost did.
But
Herbie's
Herbie
alive.
won. Herbie's still alive, and he's still my main man. But
it would have been him.
I've got
him, bearded chicken.
I've got another I'm ready to put my arm around another guy.
Uh-oh.
My dog of the week and my second new main man. Pour some fucking mayo in the coffee. Will Levis, 19 of 29, 238 yards and 4 touchdowns in your first start in the NFL. He didn't throw 4 touchdowns in a game in the fucking SEC.
SEC's good.
Mayo coffee.
Man.
Get it. Can you just picture this? Levis pouring some mayo in his coffee Sunday morning, sipping that shit.
As a Jags fan, this is
We're gonna
amazing
ball the
time
fuck
to be a
out
fan.
today.
T-Law, bring it. This absolutely, bro. It's good to be a Jags fan right now. isn't it?
Will Levis, my
Will
dog
Levis.
of the week.
Hey, he played well.
And you know it sucks though, because now Pittsburgh plays Levis this week, and TJ's gonna have to fucking eat his ass.
He is.
TJ's gonna eat. Oh, we're gonna pick him off
Sound
3
like a
times.
bad thing.
We're gonna pick him off 3 times.
I hope so.
Probably not. Minka's already been rolled out.
Dusty
And-
Burns says he hopes he goes off again this week.
Oh, he will. Don't worry. Patrick Peterson's still playing, my friend.
Tannehill started.
Tannehill ain't starting.
Tannehill started.
Tannehill is never going to start again. I'm going to say that right now.
Well, for Tennessee.
For Tennessee.
Okay.
Unless there's
you
like
move him
unless
today?
there's an injury. Listen, if
you
I'm
move him today?
if I'm Tennessee and somebody calls today, if Cleveland calls
Whoop,
today
gone.
and says, "Hey, we're interested in Tannehill or one of these Minnesota
Gone.
7th round pick, he's yours, boys." He's out, and I'm rolling. I'm rolling with Levis anyway.
Dusty
Geno
Burns said
Smith.
the Browns is calling.
Geno Smith was a close dog of the week because Geno's winning games, man. He's throwing touchdowns late to win games. He threw out game winner against Detroit, threw out game winner late against Njigba, and I think he had another game winner, like the game winning touchdown late this year. Geno's he's turning the ball over and he's making some games losable, but Geno's still balling.
Geno's balling.
All right, give me your dog of the week. You're going to be a fucking homer.
Do you think Kenny plays versus the Titans?
No, I do not. I think Mitch Trubisky starts.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta give the guy a little love. You gotta give the guy a little love.
You do.
6+ games, 125 yards,
I have no problem with it.
broken NFL
I have
record,
no problem.
8 catches, 130 yards, 2 tutties,
I have no problem with it.
and potentially one of the best catches of the year. One-handed, 2 feet in the end zone. My boy, A.J. Brown.
I have no problem with that.
Dude's a dog. Dude's a dog.
You know what drives me nuts, though?
dude's mad.
That dude's a dog, too, if he had a quarterback.
Devontae Adams. Mad.
You know what drives me nuts, though? And I guess it doesn't drive me nuts, but
Sorry, Dusty Burns. I'm a homer.
it doesn't drive me nuts, but like AJ's balling out and he's still not as good as Tyreek.
Well, it's a different kind of wide receiver.
I know, but like when people were saying like AJ Brown MVP, no, he's not. Tyreek Hill. If you're going to give it to a non-quarterback, it's Tyreek
But
Hill.
I think he could be a top 5 MVP.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
But he's not. He wouldn't win over.
There ain't nobody.
No.
There is nobody in the NFL right now, in my opinion, that's like Tyreek Hill. And I love Jamar Chase and I love Justin Jefferson. And I always said Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the NFL. I apologize because to me it's Tyreek Hill.
It just depends the kind of wide receiver and offense you run.
Tyreek Hill, he will beat you 60 yards downfield and he will take a 1-yard pass and take it 90. Just Tyreek is just special, man. Tyreek is
Like,
just,
I think if you put Tyreek on the Raiders, he wouldn't be as well. I just don't, because I mean, he's not going to be a wide receiver that's going to beat you
well,
one-on-one and try to go up and catch the ball.
I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't matter who the fuck. I think Tyreek Hill can be successful, be a big fucking weapon anywhere. But yeah, I guess with Jimmy, because as we're talking about this, they're showing him overthrow Devontae Adams
So
wide
bad.
open by 20 fucking yards.
Could he be traded?
I listen. I'm begging you today, Raiders, free Devontae Adams.
Somebody make that call. Call him up. Say
Somebody make a call. You know where I'd like to see him go?
hello. Where?
Detroit.
You give up J-Mo.
I would give up Jamison Williams and a draft pick.
Yep.
Raiders can get a young wide receiver to
would you
help
give up
build
a
around.
first?
I have no. You
That's
don't.
2 firsts.
You don't need to give up a first.
Because you're giving up a first with J-Mo.
I would give up Jamison Williams. The Raiders can get a young wide receiver to build around because I still think Jamison Williams can be good. He's like Njigba. I think Njigba's going to end up being a star. He hasn't started off like Olave and Garrett Wilson and them. He's behind DK and Lockett. But you've seen last couple weeks Njigba has scored touchdowns. It's there. Game on the line the other day. Who'd they look to?
Yeah.
Njigba. I think he's going to be a stud. I still think Jameson Williams can be real good. If I'm Detroit, I'm calling the Raiders today because they don't. Jameson Williams is nice, but they don't have another weapon other than Amon Ross. Sam Laporta's the best fucking.
I'm not a fan of J-Mo. I'm really not.
I think he's going to be fine. But yeah, if I'm the Raiders or if I'm the Lions, I'm offering Jameson Williams and something. And I'm pairing Devontae Adams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Can you imagine that?
No.
Think about that. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, Sam Laporta, Gibbs, and Montgomery. They do need defensive help. They've got a lot of injuries. I think Detroit needs to get secondary help.
And linemen. I think they got to get Hutchinson a little help too.
Hutchinson has no help. I don't know that one motherfucker last night. He was in the fucking.
That's a linebacker though.
No, the big defensive. Aleem McNeil.
Yeah.
He was fucking in the backfield.
19% body fat.
He was in the fucking backfield all fucking day. But seriously, that offense right there, that is. If you put Adams with Amon-Ra and Laporta, I said last week, I think Laporta's already top 5 tight end in the league.
I do too, probably.
Dude, he's a stud.
He's top 7.
He's a stud. He's so good. Josh McDaniels, they're starting to show. Is Josh McDaniels on the hot seat? He should already be fucking fired.
Absolutely.
All right, boys and girls, that's it. He's got to go work. I got to go home and sit on my ass and get ready to pass out candy and watch trade deadline shit today. If anything happens, I'm going to be live. I'll probably be live on the talk. I don't know if I'll be live on Facebook because the talk is where we get all the love at. I appreciate Neil and all these guys over here on the Facebook.
We're trying to link them up, though, baby.
Hopefully we need like 30 followers today on TikTok, and hopefully we can link all this shit together in time for this weekend. So hopefully.
Hey, Justin, hit me up. I might have a job for you this weekend.
Oh, he's got a job. I got a little job for you too. Bengal fan. Ha! All right, guys, we're out.
Out.
See you, boys.